Tamra Judge has declared Teddi Mellencamp an inspiration. The Real Housewives of Orange County mom bestowed the label in a recent interview with The Daily Dish, as Teddi continued to battle stage 4 melanoma. Although she said Teddi's diagnosis was everybody's worst nightmare, Tamra applauded her friend for maintaining a strong sense of optimism and resilience. Tamra Judge praises Teddi Mellencamp's positivity. "It's hard," Tamra said. "Teddi is dealing with it, and she's dealing with it with such positivity and such strength. And it's just inspiring. I just look at her, and she's going through treatment. Here she is, her head is shaved. She's tired all the time, and she will get up and get on the treadmill. She says, even if it's 5 minutes, I got to move my body. I gotta keep going. Just always so positive." The OC housewife confessed she felt a bit guilty during Teddi's health journey, as the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills alum had frequently offered her support amid Tamra's RHOC Season 19 drama. "I feel guilty because during filming, she'll be like, 'How are you?'" Tamra recalled. I'm crying. It's horrible. The girls, Tamra's castmates, are horrible to me. And she's like, 'Honey, you got this.' And I'm like, 'Wait a minute, I should be saying this to you, you know.' But she's an inspiration for sure." When was Teddi Mellencamp first diagnosed with melanoma? Teddi was first diagnosed with melanoma in 2022 after RHOBA's Kyle Richards noticed an abnormal spot on her back. Teddi ultimately took Kyle's advice and went to see a doctor, who informed her she had stage 2 melanoma. Teddi went on to receive more skin cancer diagnoses over the following years, undergoing more than a dozen excisions and various treatments to get rid of the disease. In February 2025, Teddi confirmed her cancer had metastasized, resulting in multiple tumors on her brain and lungs. The mother of 3 has since had surgeries and radiation treatments to remove the masses and is currently undergoing immunotherapy. Tamra Judge gives an update on Teddi Mellencamp's cancer treatments. Tamra shared a brief update on Teddi's condition during her July 10 appearance on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, saying Teddi's physicians seemed pleased with her progress. Her doctor told her that she's like the 1% of where the immunotherapy is actually helping to shrink the tumors. Tamra told the WAVHL host Andy Cohen, "I just want her better, and it's just, I love her so much." Teddi's cancer battle continues as she navigates big changes in her personal life. In November 2024, the Indiana native filed for divorce from Edwin Arroyev after 13 years of marriage. The two have maintained a supportive friendship and co-parenting dynamic throughout their split. Teddi has since confirmed she's back in the dating scene and became involved with a good guy after getting on dating apps. Get more details about the relationship. The scent of freshly cut grass mingled with the faint chlorine tang from the pool, a typical Southern California afternoon. But for Tamra Judge, the sun felt a little less bright these days, a shadow cast by the news of her friend Teddi Mellencamp. "It's everybody's worst nightmare," Tamra had confessed, the words heavy with the weight of shared fear. Yet, as she spoke of Teddi, a different emotion bloomed, one of profound awe. "She's an inspiration," Tamra declared, and the conviction in her voice was absolute. Teddi Mellencamp, the woman who once held accountability challenges, was now facing the ultimate test of her own resilience, stage 4 melanoma. It was a battle that had begun subtly, almost innocuously, back in 2022. Kyle Richards, ever the observant friend, had been the first to notice. "Teddi, what's that spot on your back?" she'd asked, her brow furrowed with concern during a casual poolside chat. Teddi, dismissive at first, had brushed it off as just another mole, a benign freckle from years spent under the California sun. But Kyle, persistent and genuinely worried, had urged her to get it checked. "Just for peace of mind, please," she'd insisted. Reluctantly, Teddi had made the appointment. The doctor's office, usually a place of quick checkups and routine prescriptions, suddenly felt ominous. The biopsy, the anxious wait, and then the call that shattered her world: Stage 2 melanoma. The words echoed in her ears, a chilling pronouncement. Stage 2. Cancer. It felt surreal, a plot twist in someone else's life. Teddi, the picture of health, the fitness enthusiast, was now staring down a formidable enemy within her own body. Fear, raw and visceral, had gripped her. How could this be? She had always been so careful, so aware of her health. The diagnosis was a cruel irony. The initial shock gave way to a relentless cycle of treatments. Over the next few years, the melanoma proved to be a persistent adversary. More than a dozen excisions, each leaving its own small scar, a map of her ongoing fight. Various treatments, each promising to eradicate the insidious cells, often leaving her drained, nauseous, and emotionally frayed. There were days when the sheer exhaustion was overwhelming, when the mirror reflected a stranger with tired eyes and a weary smile. Yet, through it all, Teddi held onto a fragile thread of hope, a fierce determination to fight for her children, for her life. She shared her journey openly on social media, not for pity, but for awareness, becoming an accidental advocate in her own struggle. Then came February 2025. A new scan, a new set of results, and a new, more devastating blow. The cancer had metastasized. Stage 4, multiple tumors on her brain, tumors in her lungs. The news hit her like a physical force, knocking the wind out of her. Stage 4. The words whispered through the medical community, often synonymous with a grim prognosis. Despair threatened to consume her. How much more could one body, one spirit endure? But Teddi Mellencamp was not one to surrender, not entirely. After the initial wave of grief and fear, a familiar spark ignited within her. It was the same spark that drove her fitness empire, the same drive that pushed her clients to achieve their goals. This time, the goal was her own survival. She underwent more surgeries, radiation treatments targeting the stubborn masses in her brain and lungs. The side effects were brutal, the recovery arduous. Her hair, once a vibrant blonde, thinned and then fell out in clumps, a visible testament to the war raging inside her. She made the brave decision to shave her head, taking control of what the disease was trying to steal. Tamra Judge watched from afar, and often up close, with a mixture of admiration and a strange, unexpected guilt. During the tumultuous filming of The Real Housewives of Orange County Season 19, Tamra found herself embroiled in endless drama, tears, and confrontations. She'd vent to Teddi, pouring out her frustrations about her castmates, feeling sorry for herself in the petty squabbles of reality television. "How are you?" Teddi would ask, her voice sometimes raspy from treatment, sometimes laced with a weariness that belied her usual effervescence. "I'm crying. It's horrible. The girls are horrible to me," Tamra would lament, caught up in her own manufactured chaos. And Teddi, the woman battling for her life, would respond with unwavering strength. "Honey, you got this." It was in those moments that Tamra felt the pang of guilt, a sharp realization of the disparity between their struggles. "Wait a minute, I should be saying this to you, you know?" Tamra recalled, the irony not lost on her. But Teddi, in her boundless empathy, continued to be a beacon of support, even when she was the one who needed it most. "She's an inspiration for sure," Tamra affirmed, the words a testament to Teddi's extraordinary spirit. The treadmill became Teddi's sanctuary, her battleground, her defiant act of rebellion against the disease that sought to immobilize her. Her head shaved, her body often racked with fatigue, she would still drag herself out of bed. Even if it's 5 minutes, she'd tell herself, her voice a whisper of determination, "I got to move my body. I gotta keep going." Those 5 minutes were a triumph, a small victory against the overwhelming odds. Each step was a testament to her will, a refusal to let the cancer define her. She pushed through the nausea, the bone-deep tiredness, the aches, finding a sliver of strength in the rhythmic thud of her feet against the belt. It wasn't about burning calories or achieving a personal best. It was about reclaiming a piece of herself, proving that she was still in control of her body, even as it fought against itself. Her positivity wasn't a facade. It was a conscious choice, a shield against despair. The news from Teddi's doctors in July 2025 offered a much-needed glimmer of hope. During her July 10 appearance on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, Tamra shared the update, her voice tinged with emotion. Her doctor told her that she's, like the 1% of where the immunotherapy is actually helping to shrink the tumors. Tamra revealed to Andy Cohen, a collective sigh of relief seeming to ripple through the audience. It was a small victory, but a significant one, a sign that the relentless fight was yielding results. I just want her better, and it's just, I love her so much. The raw emotion in Tamra's voice spoke volumes about the depth of their friendship and the shared burden of Teddi's journey.